sometimes, like the beating heart,
Literally.
with the things he does.
Literally.
That's all.
At least twice. At least twice. So obviously, working on Being Human for 4 seasons. But first of all, a show like that is a dream come true for somebody who does makeup effects like me. Just looking around the room, which is sure enough, I don't know, 1/15th, 1/50th of what we've done over the years, you can have an idea that we basically use every technique, every trick, every material, every kind of effect that I've learned over my 25 years of work just for that series. We've done everything from scratches, very complex old age makeups using gelatin silicone, mechanical babies. So far, these 4 seasons, we've used 13 babies, 4 of them mechanical, a couple of were babies. We've made 4 full wolves in different states of decay, different colors, different. This one is Connor, but we have different breeds and different names. We've made a lot of transformations of werewolves. Probably cast 150 prosthetics, different faces, different teeth, different ears. We do these werewolf things in stages, and each prosthetic is not reusable. All these we cast for the Thursday shoot when Sammy transforms, and he has a stuntman also. We do this. We did special props, many special props like this guy, which was the anti-biting gadget mask thingy made by a character who didn't have access to machine stuff. So it has to look crude but efficient. Later on, if some of you want to try it, you'll see it works pretty well. You can't eat breakfast with this thing on. We're not going to walk around, but I saw you all looked at it. I'm going to start back there quickly. You're going to see molds of Josh, many, many molds. We molded everybody on the show. Of course, we have bodies and heads and teeth of everyone on the show. You're going to see the babies back there are in silicone. Like I said, we have a couple of fake bodies. You have Sally Mummy, for the ones among you that saw season 3. That's the mummy that breathes back, that we made with bladders. We have one of the 3 full Sallys we made. We have some design maquettes in progress of a Josh stage 2 transformation, Ray zombie, pregnant bellies. Again, these things, we made 5 different ones for different bird scenes, including the one that's there that has little feet under the silicone skin that we were pushing from under it to have the baby kick before it came out, and then it was our mechanical baby, of course. And there's many pictures on the tables also of all the characters. To give you a general overview of the 4 seasons, I feel our most of our work in season 1 was with werewolves. That's where we developed all these stages, thingies, that you're going to see right after me when Jonathan talks about the VFX, what he does with all these blendings. Sometimes we also need to add the CG fur, or we do live fur, depending. This size is what we call chest 1, and you have back 2, chest 2, chest 0.5. And we have the exact same thing for the faces. We have nose 1, nose 2, nose 3 that you're going to see back there. Same thing with the teeth, same thing with the nails. So all these stages, Jonathan's going to show them to you later in action with the VFX blendings. So season 1 was mostly werewolf stuff as far as big effects for us. Season 2, we did a lot of vampire stuff. So we had many, many ventures to do. And as all of you know, the only way to kill vampires is either staking them or cutting off their heads. y'all know that, right? So season 2, we did many cut-off heads and headless bodies. Again, helped with the CGI guys. And we molded many actors. There you have the Stolfus character and Mark Pellegrino, and a couple of other of the Amish vampires that get their heads cut off. And in the season 2, again with the vampires, by the way, season 2 won us the Gemini for best makeup for TV series. It was because of these two characters, Soren, which was an extreme old age, and one I like very much, that was the most complex I've done for this show, was Henry Muscles, I call him affectionately, which required about 40 prosthetics. And this vampire gets his skin removed by the other vampire, there's Soren. So that was mostly, I thought, a vampire season. Season 3 was the Sally Ghost season, when Sally hooks up with a witch, gets back a body, and then she realizes quickly that her new living body deteriorates pretty quickly. Back there, you're gonna see the body that she acted with, the real actress, Megan Rath, acted with her own body. And you're gonna see on either side of her head some of the I would guess 60 prosthetics that were stuck to her body when she was rotting. She had holes everywhere. So during the whole season, she just deteriorates and gets really bad. And we also introduced the abominations, which are a bad mix of flu, vampire, and werewolves. So we did many deformed makeups. I have a nice silicone prosthetic back there about that. And season 4, well, I can't really say anything about season 4, except that up to now, I thought Henry Muscles was the most complex and coolest one we've done. I think season 4, last episode, we're gonna have a better, more complex one than that. So I'm gonna let you ask questions, because there's just too much stuff for me to go and speak with all, every effect, every mold, every prosthetic. So if you have questions, now that you've seen all these things, I'll take them.
Yes, how do you like working? Do you like working with regular prosthetics or silicone better?
Well, foam latex and gelatin were very much in use at my shop for the first 15 years of my life. I had trouble letting go of them, force of habit, but I have to admit silicone is pretty amazing. If you have a chance to touch the foam up here later on when you stand up, compared to the silicone abomination prosthetics back there, you will see that silicone is very lifelike. It's very heavy, and it has no bounce, and it blends in amazingly. And I'm very happy to do this crazy makeup of season 4 with silicone. So we're going towards basically silicone all the time now. Okay. And all the babies are silicone, and a lot of the fake heads are silicone also. Cool. It's so translucent, it's so soft, easy to punch hair, because each hair on these heads is punched one by one. Lashes, eyebrows, the whole head, when you come up here later on, if you look into it, you can see the scalp, and each hair is punched in, and you need silicone for that.
It's also easier to take off for the actors, right? As far as
You'd have to ask the actors that. I think none of the actors like the removal process of anything we stick to them. We shoot 16 hours a day. Sometimes we don't shoot 16 hours a day, but the guys are in makeup 16 hours, so we have to stick it well. So obviously, when it's time to remove it, we all have fun. We need good music and coffee.
Actually, I'm curious, are you actively, when you're dealing with like a werewolf or vampire or any of the creatures, do you actively try to avoid looking at other horror movies or other creatures out there, or do you look at it and then kind of spin off?
We try not to do something that was done, that's for sure. To go back to the Henry Muscles makeup, been a couple of things done over the years, and we tried to stay away from that a bit, but in the end, humans' pectoral muscles, they're there, and they look like pectoral muscles. Same thing with aging, with vampires. You know, there's only so much you can do with canines. You can put 3 canines instead of 2. We reverse them. We put them further. We put the front teeth. But at some point, we only have these teeth to work with. You know, there's only 26 letters in the alphabet, and there's only 12 notes in music. At some point, we try not to repeat ourselves. We definitely go out of our way, in fact. But it's, you know, we're stuck with what the human looks like, what muscles look like, what the bullet hole looks like, what a cut-off head looks like. I personally think we do a good job in differentiating it from other. There's a couple of fans of the show that write me that are big werewolf fans, and they keep saying that our transformations are like none other, and they've never seen this much back or this much chest, and these things, they have air bladders under them. They have sternum, and each vertebrae blow up. And this is like 1950s stuff, the air bladders. And these fans, they write to me, say, the transformations are different, and it shows it's not only CGI. It's not video game-ish, and, you know, we try.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.